One publication in which adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but such wonderful publication as you put it, sees fit to include several large detective in its stories. So-called great detective makes a mark of all of us. As someone at the yard, it's misadventures to be included in any show. Well, there is an element of that. Book our socks up, every one of us, only to be followed by the public thanks to the narcissistic detective. Man is as dangerous to us as Scotland Yard is used. Lieutenant Inspector? Clearly, the great detective and police have a complex relationship. Yes. Man's about to destroy his fish and chips over it. Precision? Yes, what is it? Seems to me we must speak with him about this. By him, do you mean Mr. Holmes? Just like Holmes a lot better. I feel like that rolls off my stuff from a lot better. Yes, Sherlock Holmes. 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 So yes, can't. Well, didn't buy Mr. Holmes for all this sentence. He did. He really did. I'm only party in this case, but are you going to know that? I hope not. Do you? It's not simple myself desire to meet Sherlock Holmes are going to get. Trouble is, you have no idea where the man's address even. Baker Street. How did you know that? The stories, of course. 2201 Baker Street. Most famous address in the world. I see. Well, it's nothing to stop us from going to find out. Maybe first. Whenever we know already. The great detective Sherlock Holmes. I want to look around a bit before we just walk away. Well, it's not the moment too, so we can't afford us. So there's something wrong with this. But there's so much new. No, you're right. Anyway. I can't see anywhere where Tech would have been hiding. Oh! You're fine with the confused fella from China, are you? Spywing? Come to destroy your evidence. Stay here before I give you an idea. Go on. Catch. Where's practical? Look. Although the wheel is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be winning anymore. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's been a movement to change women's dresses to allow them to ride as well. That won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that. Goodness, do you dislike bicycles? No, not at all. I'm still so far into a river, you know, you agree with me. I ride a bicycle sometimes. You can sit behind me while I ride you around. Oh, what I'm looking for. Talking about the brick building. It's right, cheaper. Ideally, reasonable level floors. No, they're not bending there. But the windows just they're all filled in with bricks. You're right. I wonder why. That's just an empty property where nobody lives at the moment. It's so sparkling and shiny though. Yeah, it's very full. There's so much to learn about this place. Guy. So spire through the fog. I was like, it's a tower being built for the great exhibit that will open in 6 months' time. Apparently, it's going to be very striking, grazing all sides in the Sumerian piece of the. I'll have to walk in the roads instead. Sorry, man. Oh, I'm just going to let's
Thank you very much.
It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day.
Thanks again. This is it. The residence of Mr. Herlock Shores.
fancy house. Now I've been streaming that. Hello, we are back again. Back again. Tell a friend. This is where the great detective makes his living. Feels so surreal to be here somehow. Welcome back. Also, hi. I got into stream and you are BRB. Welcome to the channel. Blah. Just 5 more. You understand why I'm doing this in a minute. Saito-san? Many famous cases have been solved in this very room. Also, it must have been, yes. I've seen that story, so it's hard to get quite excited about how it seems to be. Detectives chases the villain witnesses as he disappears into the fog, down into the London streets. The romanticism. Do you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Ionando? Well, I suppose I can, yes. Oh, interesting thing, not to take away from what is going on. So the Horizon Forbidden West. They dropped the pre-orders for the editions and stuff. And so I managed to snag a collector's edition of the series. Yeah. Which means I get to add another what do I call it? Add another statue to the collection. So I'm happy about that. It's gonna be awesome. Stand there and soak up the atmosphere for a little while longer. Please don't mind. She possessed. Well, looks like I'll take her as a home at present. Excuse me, is it my home? My question is, you just let anybody into your front door? Hello. It's big new case for Mr. Sholmes. Hello. Wait. Aren't you? Oh. How would it be? I'll go make some tea at once. It's the same girl. Sancho, did you see the girl who just here? Yes, is it truly extraordinary? I think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Sholmes to take on his case. The King of Bohemia? How are you today, Bob? King William Gostastus. Okay. Here comes all of my English speaking skills in this one sentence. I see how much I fucked this up. King William Buschreich Sigmund Mind von Olmenstein. Oops. No, it's just actually how fucked up that sentence is. He got the first one at least. Yeah, I managed to get King right? King William. Buschreich Sigmund von Olmenstein. As I keep saying, Wilhelm. King Wilhelm. Buschreich Sigmund von Olmenstein. Sorry, I have homes in my mouth, and I just like have to like I'm trying to clear my throat. Okay, that's enough of that sentence. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Sherlock Holmes for a moment, and look over there. Tea brewed, a freshly baked cake as well. Chew! I knew it, so I was not recognize her too. There you are. You as well. Looking forward to try one of my experimental smoking egg luncheon. Good day to you. I'm the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. Whoops. When we turn up at the end of the seat, you'll try a antechamber. Met a lawyer from the Far East before. Or you were having to get straight to work when you only just arrived in London. Yes, it was challenging. Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know. Oh, thank you. Is this tea supposed to look that color? Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor. Away! So winner! I tried blending different leaves designed to elevate fatigue, you see? Must be exhausted after your long voyage here. You have another pricklish trial tomorrow. Oh, you're the fit Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck. Yeah, but he's about to ask the question I'm thinking. How the hell do you know so much? Don't talk to you about us by any chance? Oh, you know Hurley, do you? Hurley? Sir Holmes, Shirley. Sir Holmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see. Was he really? I had no idea. Wait, Shirley is out on an errand again today, even though he just returned from overseas. Wait a minute. I met this girl for the first time after the trial, and only briefly at that. Does she know so much about us? You did deduce all those things, do you think? It's more to the point. Why is she here in her home suit? Oh, silly me, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Both. My name is Iris Wilson. Iris Wilson. What's Holmes? Bob, can you look it up? What's Holmes's partner's name? And his wife. Look up the partner and his wife. together with Shirley. Watson. Dr. Watson. What was his wife's name? Iris. What a lovely name. What's the matter? No, wait. This can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson? No, it's the sound. Why is she so flustered all of a sudden? Okay. Huh. And I guess, why do you ask? So, if Sherlock Holmes is supposed to be Sherlock Holmes, right? Then this guy is basically, Dr. Watson. I was trying to see what the configuration of his name would be. What was Dr. Watson's first name? John Watson. Okay. Huh. So they gave her a whole new name and stuff. Okay. Yes, that's right. What are your names? Oh, I'm waiting on us getting on to a lawyer from Japan. Sorry. What are you sorry for? You helped me out big time. Oh, sorry. Your assistant, such as a big folk, Kotoba. I'm going to meet you. Lovely, Susie. Oh, Susie and Wendell. Got it. Susie. Oh no? He's the eye. Where to start? Yes, and so do I. Yes, I wasn't it? Theo Bailey. That's all right. You are ever so helpful. Thank you very much. Not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming. But at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. Like this. Again! What's all these girls and the... It moved past knives and stabbing you now. It's just point a gun at your face. Honestly, I feel like this is how I'm going to get married one day. My girlfriend is just going to stick a gun in my face. She's like, hey, we're getting married. And she's like, oh, okay. That's fine. Can I finish my cereal, honey? Back now. You left this Lestrade in the toe, didn't you? Yes, I put with this Jenny Lestrade. Oh, Jeannie? Yes, she was a professional pickpocket. So we found out. It was very nice of her to pinch my invention like that. Referring to that triad sharpened gun-like contraption? Exactly. I followed her, you see, to get it back. After I think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. This gun is dangerous. Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that. She could apologize to my trusted technician. Sorry, your technician? Silly, of course, silly. Really? Yes, Sherlock Holmes. We live here together. I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter. Daughter? Not likely. What? I wouldn't call him Curly if he was my father, would I? But then, what is your relationship with Mr. Crone? I know that the lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. The solution is to share costs with a partner, a roommate. Your roommates? You don't mind me asking this, but how are you? 10 at last this summer, this year. Was your mother and father? Oh no, they're not around. I see. That's the reason. There's something I meant to ask you. Of course, go ahead. She's I'm a very great fan of the adventure of Sherlock Holmes and Oh, you have a copy of Brandon's magazine. Wait, every issue. Deliver all the way to Japan on the ship. This is so exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world. My stories? That's right. Curly is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them. So we are quite fascinating. Damn, if I was the one who ever heard them, don't you think? Goodness. Last night he was telling me all about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. So I was just in the middle of topping up the manuscript for the next issue before you came. The author? Yes, I'll let you on a secret if you like. I'm going to be calling this later invention the Sparkly Band. Sparkly Band? That's certainly very familiar. Of course, I've always changed one or two details in the stories here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble. No first thoughts were actually. Yes, and of course I know that a snake might not be a perfect fit for the facts of the case exactly, but it's a story. Some poetic licenses is justified to make it more thrilling, I think, don't you? What do you mean to say? All the stories about Shadowroninn are published in Randy's magazine. Oh, and by me, yes. Or on my wonderful and very modern typewriter. But other stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine. Dr. John H. Yeah, that's how they changed his name. Kevin Watson is John H. Wilson. I walked up. Yes, that's me. I mean, my real name is Wilson. But what about the doctor of medicine part? That's not true. I am a doctor of medicine. No, 10 years old? 10 years old. Well, that's quite incredible. But, Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman. If the next was a, yes, I am an English gentleman. No, I might be blown away. Did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Which sounds a little strange, doesn't it? The great detective for the 10-year-old good in tow. I suppose it does, yes. Sometimes she looks like her whole world just falling apart. Oh, about before. Yes, what's on your mind, Uno? You tell. Did you know that I was a lawyer? You just arrived in London, I mean. Yes, oh yeah. And that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How'd you know of that? Oh, is that what you mean? Please, tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Of course, I'd be delighted. Although, there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Vice President is proud to present the logic and the reasoning spectacular. First of all, I already knew that you were loyal. So, I bet you just said that you're barely in the anti-chamber. You also said that we only just arrived from London. How did you know that? There's no passport and travel check protruding from your breast pocket. Oh. I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country. On top of that, you shifted the case against a particular prosecutor, telling me that you're unaware of London's court affairs. You pleaded the Bailey. I walked right in that one, didn't I? Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. But given that you would visit the local person to meet with a suspect, weren't you? Earlier today. Ah! They use those stamps to keep an close eye on comings and goings, she said. Oh, I didn't realize. The red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. So, they told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus Bedard, two of you had already caused to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you were wearing a particularly satisfaction. They concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. Are you sure it's Holmes discovering these things and not her? She is like the eye of detail of this lady. I believe that you must have accepted a new case. I see. Knowing that the trial is tomorrow. I haven't been home a few hours yesterday. I thought you another case. I always amused him. He told me that he caught a Japanese man who's been brawling and terrible. Japanese man? What play that's supposed to have been? It's a national. Warner has that fancy sword. Your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? But anyway, it's clear to me that you both come from Japanese yourselves. So I put two and two together and declared you must be defending the Japanese man Shirley caught. There was only one conclusion that these facts could lead me to. Both came here to ask Shirley about the case. There's not a mental place that says the man's trial will be. He's always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know? He's silly. And that's all there is to it. Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions. Well, was the winner? Was my deductions correct? It was spot on. It's amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction. You managed to send something of Sherlock Holmes celebrate. Well, we're just copying Hurley's style for that. This is really very good news. You tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. Will you want your Iris, please? In case of the Japanese man. So yesterday, Mr. Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, so you're saying. I like her. Just arrived back in London after the sea voyage. The police were waiting for him at the weighing station to take him directly to the crime scene. The great detective is a popular man, it seems. Apparently a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There was witnesses who have seen a short, shifty-looking man stoop. I'm sorry, I need to cut my mustache. It's finally getting away in my face. Beyond any doubt that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. He sits after all. He used his great deductive powers to determine the man's address. The lodging room very nearby, he went directly there with the police, and that's what they find. A short, shifty-looking stooped man shivering in the field. Means that this occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it? Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly. Who says that London is rife with crime? Oh. Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it, apparently. Oh dear, I hadn't realized the situation wasn't so dire. That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually preying on the first suspicious person. That's terrible. Working on those great truths is what it is, but in that case, don't hold out much hope for Shulky's side. Thank you for answering so many more questions, Iris. This has been very informative. Oh, you're most welcome. It's so much fun. You happen to know where Miss Holmes is at the moment? As you guessed, we like to